You want to go to the letters?
Yeah, let's get to the letters because there's not a lot this week. It's like normally there's like a lot,
A little bit less,
there'll be a little bit less this week. So, well, plus two, there's not you can tell like when there's not a lot of viral news like the past couple weeks on Twitter. It's like kind of I don't know. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of controversy. First one's from Mike Durbin. Here we go, right off the bat. Mike Durbin. Get the kazoo ready.
Okay.
Mike Durbin.
Mike Durbin.
Mike.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wasn't he suspended last week, Joe?
No.
For calling me Yoman Ashinoff? Yes, he was.
It was 2
Why
weeks
did you
ago,
let him
wasn't it?
back in?
Oh, it was 2 weeks ago.
I think it was 2 weeks ago.
It was 2 weeks
Okay.
ago, yeah.
Okay, wait, Mike Durbin.
Wait, hang on a minute. I'm gonna look that up because I have all the
let's see
emails here. Let me look this up.
Yeah.
Because what we'll do is because we already opened the email, I'm going to read the email and if
Yeah, we read it was.
If Joe let him through, we'll ban Joe for a week.
How long ago was it, Joe?
I forwarded the email on Tuesday, May 22nd, so it was 2 weeks ago.
Okay, all right. So
May
23rd,
May 23rd rather.
But we'll ban him again after this. Who knows?
Yeah.
Okay. This hike.
I'm surprised that I was right that it was 2 weeks. So
the subject is
surprise.
NWA financial situation. Hi, Conan and Disco and Joe. In a recent interview with the Toronto Sun, NWA owner Billy Corgan said, quote, I've resisted taking any outside money, so it's 100% self-funded, so that way if I do find the right partner, I don't have to bring somebody else along and convince them that it's a good idea, Billy Corgan said. And then secondarily, I resisted taking C-level deals just to sort of puff my chest and say, see, I'm with Bob's Barbecue Network. You know what I mean? Conan and Glenn, if you were Billy Corgan, would you continue on the path he's on, or would you partner up with a larger parent company like Impact does with Anthem to get more cash flow to grow the company? Also, I saw your great good friend Irish Pac Kenny this weekend at the Crockett Cup. You should have on K100 to discuss the NWA and tell some old stories. Thanks, Mike Durbin on Twitter to see lots of photos from the NWA Crockett Cup.
First of all, Mike, we don't take requests. And you should know that being an old-time member.
Yeah, but you said on Twitter, or Pat Kenny said, I tweeted at Pat Kenny that since Pat Kenny did not condemn the cheating Yankee, who was the guy that got the 10-game suspension for the Herman, yes.
Yeah.
Since Pat Kenny did not condemn,
he's already pitching again.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But I said on Twitter that Pat Kenny should condemn the cheating, condemn his actions, or else Billy Corgan should just fire him. Okay?
Right.
And Pat Kenny tweeted gamesmanship, meaning he supported the cheating Yankee.
Right.
Okay? And then Pat Kenny tweeted he has a standing, this is what he said, okay, and I want to throw it to you. He has a standing offer to come on Keep It 100 per Conan.
Wow.
Right, but that was before he wouldn't condemn the Yankees. So
okay, so right.
He's not invited on the show until he condemns.
Wait. Can we invite him on the show to publicly condemn the cheating Yankee?
We could do that.
He should. It's only fair.
Yeah, we should. So let's try to get Pat Kenny on to condemn the cheating Yankees.
Well,
okay?
Irish Pat That's Kenny. Like asking him to condemn Notre Dame. It's not going to happen.
Well, it might. I mean, if he wants to be on the show, we're bringing him on the show to condemn the cheating Yankee. And they cheated. The Yankees cheated and got suspended. He can't even condemn the actions. He likes it as gamesmanship.
Well, he's used to it, bro.
Yeah.
I was just looking at it. How's he already back from suspension if he was suspended 10 games? It looks like he was only suspended for like a week.
No, it was 10 games.
Really?
Well, that's the thing about pitchers. They're lucky. Because they only pitch once every 5 games. So you have 5 games suspension. You miss one. They should suspend it for 10 starts.
I missed.
What they should
do. That's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, how did he? If he got suspended for 10 starts, but that's not what it was.
Yeah, it's a really weird way that pitchers and regular players are not under the same suspension thing.
I almost feel that's done on purpose, Glenn.
Yeah, right. All right. So should
about Corgan? Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, why is Billy doing this? He's not doing this to make money.
He loves it.
He just loves wrestling. He has his own little fetish.
Yeah, but
I don't want to call it a fetish, but it's like it is kind of a fetish for him. He's got
no. Niche
old school
would be the correct word.
Right.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, bro. If as much as I love something, if I can monetize it, I will. So I would partner up with somebody, that can help me grow, and then maybe I can go to Hulu or Amazon or Google or whoever will have me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm not saying that they wouldn't pick them up as is right now, but it always helps to have some cash flow behind you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like if MLW was with a bigger company, you know what I'm saying? They'd be making more money.
Right. Next is from Anthony Hunt, the subject is Statlander. Well, then again, I'm going to throw this out there too.
Yep.
The guy's worth a fortune, right? And it's the same thing with Tony Khan. It's worth a fortune. These wrestling things to them are kind of like hobbies. They like doing it, and stuff.
Right.
So it's not like they're. It's like since they're not
right.
Really
if you've got the money, what's the problem? But at the same time, if you can monetize it, why not?
Well, if you want to compete and go big and compete with New York, it's like, all right, let me give that a shot. So I don't know.
Or do something alternative to New York and get your own audience and build your own audience.
Next
According to Celebrity Net Worth, Billy's worth $60 million, but we've seen quite a few cases where Celebrity Net Worth wasn't accurate. So I don't know exactly.
Bro, Celebrity Net Worth has me worth $13 million.
There you go.
Okay, bro, that's all bull. They don't know.
So that should be your next line. The next time that you meet a pretty girl, go, "Hi, I'm Disco. Check out my net worth on Celebrity."
Show her the link. Like, hey, look,
right.
Who would do something like that?
Just saying.
Hey, Kate, let me buy you a drink. Oh, I forgot my credit card. Can you pay for it?
Yeah.
Right.
Next is from Anthony Hunt, the subject is Statlander Future. K100 crew, greetings. Love all you do, especially Disco and Conan. Thanks for all you did for WCW. I mean, we could debate what Conan did for WCW. I don't think it was that much, to be honest with you. My question is, where does AEW go with the Statlander Cargill angle? I like the result, but it seems like squash Cargill's momentum. Which star should get the push, Cargill or Statlander? In closing, have you guys ever been to Wahlburgers in Vegas? Wahlburgers. No,
Mark Wahlberg's burger joint.
No, I've not been there. I'm not going there either. Well, first of all, we talked about it like letting.
Yeah, when I think of Mark Wahlberg, I don't think of good hamburgers. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. So we've been pretty adamant that they just wasted the entire Jade Cargill 60-0 just to have her, a random open challenge, and like 2 minutes later she wasn't the champion anymore. It's like you could have done an angle and built it up and like made it mean more.
Well, maybe it was a situation where, with very short notice, she was like, "Listen, I need time off for this or that," and they had to capitalize on it or attempt to.
Is that what it was?
I don't know. I just know that she's.
But what if that isn't the case?
If they had time to plan and they knew she was taking off, then they obviously could have done something way better. And I don't know. I don't know much about Statlander.
If she had to take time off, well, they just keep the title on her.
What do you say about Statlander?
Yeah. I don't know much about her. I've only seen her a little bit. Who's the other girl?
So let me tell you.
Why did they put Hayter in that spot? Hayter they've pushed. Statlander kind of came out of nowhere.
Well, Hayter's already the champion for the other. I don't know. Their whole women's. The women's stuff is a mess.
I'm confused
because they only have one faction of women on one show and are on faction women and another faction women facing. They don't interact with each other. It's weird. I don't get it. So I don't know.
So then, which belt?
Yeah, it's very, very, very odd booking. Statlander, just so you know, like 2 years before she joined AEW, I was contacting her to bring her to AAA because she was very acrobatic and high flying. And I also saw her in some hardcore matches, and she was really tough, and she can wrestle. She has a good look. But I was surprised that they would bring her in because it didn't get a huge pop like I thought it would, and beat Cargill. And you just killed Cargill for no reason. You could have done it. I think you could have done it another way, but maybe they wanted to hot shot it and do the surprise. Maybe Cargill has attitude problems. Maybe, as Joe said, she was hurt and she needed time off. And, we'll find out in the future probably.
Next,
I don't know I think there's actually a question about Hayter later, but Tony Storm's the women's champ, not Hayter. So I don't know.
Well, no, she is. No, Hader is a TBS champ, and Storm
No.
is the
Statlander's the TBS champ.
Sadler's. So yeah, and Storm is
yeah.
what I don't know.
Right.
That shows you when you have too many belts, it's just a mess.
Mhm.
Next is from Anthony Hunt. Another one from Anthony Hunt. He's gonna be suspended.
He knows.
Subject is off-brand question. K100 crew. I apologize. There's 2 emails within a week. Before I forget, hi. Hope all is well with you. My question is: have you heard Skip and Shannon are ending their partnership? It's a 2-part question. What's your reaction? Disco, have you and Conan ever come close to ending your partnership? When Skip said Shannon was jealous and not as good as Brady, he took it over the line. Thanks. Have a great day. Sincerely, and that's from Anthony Hunt. Shannon's going is going. The reason that their partnership is breaking up is that Shannon went for more money. He's getting paid a fortune from.
No. But did you see this thing between them?
Yeah, I did, but that's not why the relationship's ending. The relationship's ending because Shannon's taking a better deal.
I know he's taking a better deal, but I think he wanted out after that. He did not look happy.
Did he
at all.
really? Yeah, but they argue all the time, though.
Yeah, but like
and
that.
They argue all the time.
No, because he was comparing Shannon to Brady, and he lost it. Wait 1 minute.
Which is ridiculous if you think about it. Shannon, Tom Brady's a far bigger brand than Shannon Sharp. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's my fault.
Joe,
it was Tony beat Hader for the belt because she was hurt. That's what. Yeah, go ahead.
Joe, that Shannon Sharp argument with Skip Bayless, find that and send it to me so we can put it on the cold open.
Okay.
All right. Next is from.
That was a good argument too.
Next is from Blue 201419 and subject is Hulk versus Shane. Hello, K100 crew. Recently on Ariel Helwani, Hogan said Shane called him up and said to Hulk, "You got one more in you, old man." My question is, would you like to see Hulk wrestle or take a bump one last time? If you have not heard this comment, clip is timestamped to 1024. I'm not even going to bother with it. Hogan does not have one more in him. He can't even barely walk. He's too old.
Yeah, I mean,
come on.
There's something to be said for guys getting pumped up under the lights. But yeah, if you watch like video of Hogan at his bar just walking in and stuff, he's not moving very well. So I'm with Disco. I don't see how it's possible.
Yeah, it's not.
But then again, Vince got in there a couple years ago.
Next is from Mark, and the subject is Warhorse and bring back KG. Oh god. Salutations to the Superior One, the great KOGG, and to the modern day podfather Jojo the Philly entrepreneur. Compliments for Disco. With all the programming continually added on to Russo's Patreon, Disco is still the only reason to shell out $5 for the service each month.
Wow.
Disco continually gives out free workout nutrition advice weekly on the podcast without needing a free plane ticket to Japan for a New Japan show. Also continues to be the best thing going today in the world of podcasting. Conan, what do you think about this email so far?
All right.
Question. What is more heat? JoJo with a dozen shirts and pro wrestling tees or Conan's boy Warhorse having over 3 dozen? P.S. With the recent resurgence of KG in the podcast world, with his recent appearance on the Cold Open and the recent appearance on the Creative Control Network, is it time to have the OG Podfather KG return to the K100 ecosystem? Thanks, and that's from Adam Finch. Conan, would you be willing to have KG as a guest on this podcast?
No, for what?
Why not? Why not?
Because he's gonna deny everything, and so why even rehash anything with him?
I think KG like what happened. I think he just wanted to be like the third star. He thought he was the third star on the show. So when his job really was to edit and do this and do that, like behind the scenes work, he didn't think. I'm just speculating. I think he thought he was like above that, you know.
Yeah. He look big, hot air balloon head, aardvark man himself.
Those are mean-spirited comments, by the way.
But very true.
I don't think
he was just a huge snowflake, bro. You know.
It's funny that he actually like.
And by the way, whatever this guy's name is, Warhorse is not my boy. I've never even met him.
Who would have thought that a guy that dresses like a juggalo, like every day, would actually like cast out of the juggalos?
No, but he got thrown out of the juggalos. My favorite is when he's acting like a mark at Lucha Underground. Remember that?
Lucha.
He gave him a lot of yeah. Oh, when you're invited, you have to. You don't got to mark out like that, dude.
Yeah.